gonna keep going, goddammit. What it do? Wow.
The truth, Errol Spence Jr.
There's a big left hand.
Davis.
Shout out to the almighty LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community. If you didn't know, now you know. All right. Welcome, baby. Welcome to another edition of the Morning After Show. You got your boy right here, KQKC, and we got Knockout. Yes, sir. What's going on, Knockout? What's going on, Kale?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm relaxed. I'm cooling. I'm ready to talk some boxing this morning. Ready to go whoop them Eagles later on today. I'm just chilling, man. You know, ready to have some fun with you. How you doing, OG?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. We had a long day of boxing, which is always good. We had a DUPONT card earlier that day. Rama Ali, she got her get back. She got her her rematch, and of course we had a good ESPN card last night. So we're gonna talk about that, and we got some news to talk about. You know, everybody going crazy over the Errol Spence shirt off and things like that. Is old. I don't know, man, but you know it's all good. But let's see who all in the building. All right, before we get started. Okay, we got my man Keno, a local sports. It's up in here. What's going on? He just salute to all the LDBCs. All right, yes sir. What's up, Nate Dogg D1? What's going on? Yes, sir. EB, sweat a lot. What's good with you? All right. Yes, sir. Garcia, you made it back, sir. All right. Appreciate you coming back in. Thrill Hill, baby, from Blueberry Hill. That's Sweet Tea. It's up in here. All right, Sweet Tea, man. She loved that sports, man. She loves. I think she a bigger football fan than you, Knockout. For real. Yes, sir.
Already.
She know her basketball, football, man, and boxing. All right, we got Vincent Williams, baby. Yes, sir. Chi-Town brother. Yes, sir. South Suburb brother right there. Vincent Williams. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming in. Yes, sir. Light Skin Business is in the building. All right. Appreciate you coming in. We got Clark Bay TV. What's going on, D? How you feel, man? All right. Greg Abernathy, it's up in here. What's going on? Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Let's do it. All right. That's what we got in here thus far. All right. Yes, sir. So what's going on Knockout, man? What's happening, man?
Man, we got a lot going on, man. We got Devin Haney and Tank Davis is on fire. They both talking. We got but more recently, what we can start the show with, man. They saying Shakur Stevenson almost got knocked out in sparring, man. Yeah. And him and Devin Haney went back and forth about it, man. Let me read this to you, man, real quick.
Talk to me. Yeah.
Let me read it. Let me find this real quick. So, Devin Haney says, you know what I'm saying? He posted on Twitter. He says, because remember, Shakur Stevenson said, hopefully Regis Prograis can do something to get the victory. I think Devin might feel better at 140 pounds. Maybe he do beat Regis, but he do have a little trouble with southpaws, it looked like. And then Devin Haney, I guess he heard that Shakur was struggling in sparring. He quoted that and posted it on Twitter. He say, I guess I'm not the only one struggling with southpaws. Heard about how Liam Perot hurt him in sparring. And then Shakur Stevenson responded to him. Shakur Stevenson said, let me find it here. Shakur Stevenson say, here we go. Give me a second. Okay, here it is. Shakur Stevenson say, hold on. Where'd it go? He said all this. So he replied directly to Devin Haney. He said all this could do is lie and spread false rumors so y'all could eat it up and make a story out of it. On my daughter, he put daughter in all caps. OG, he meant this shit. He said on my daughter, all capital letters. On my daughter, life right now. That never hurt me. Go ask Liam himself how them sparring sessions is. LMAO. I got the videos. Get off my little bro. You get off it. You got male body part. I can't say it. I don't want to get your video demonetized. Say, get off my. And that's they little back and forth, man. What you think of them, man? You know, Devin about to fight Regis, Shakur about to fight Edwin, and they talking about each other, man. What you got on that, man? What you think of that little back and forth right there, man?
I kind of feel like what Nate Dogg right here, D1 saying, Shakur needs to put his phone down, stay off of social media, and focus. He gets clown every single time he touches social media. All right, yes, sir. Now I don't know about clown, but yes. Listen, both of you guys.
Hold on. I want to. So the first comment I read, somebody asked Shakur a question. That was an interview. Devin was the first one to go to social media, and he started the social media shit in this instance. So what I read when I said Shakur said he struggled with southpaws, that was him answering a question in the interview that somebody asked him about Regis and Devin. Who did he have winning? What I read, Devin said he actually posted that shit on Twitter. Now Shakur did respond to him on Twitter, just so everybody know. That's kind of how that went. So go ahead though. What you think of that? What you think of that little quick back and forth, man?
Well, you know, first of all, let's get this straight. Bill ain't the only one. Devin ain't no innocent bystander. Okay, y'all always think that Bill's taking up for Devin. He's taking up for him because he got a daddy. No, Devin run his damn mouth too, and he does it on social media. He does it on Twitter, and that's the reason why sometimes he get going back and forth. But he does all his talking. When you see him in person, he's tick-a-lock. But when you see him on social media, he's talking up a storm. But both of these guys got fights coming up. And we are talking about right now in the near future. They need to focus, and I'm with Nate Dog on this. They need to focus on their fight, their opponent, their game plan. They need to, don't worry about what we saying. Don't worry about what social media, what's going on with that. You know, that's what they need to do. Focus. And Shakur Stevenson, you ain't even got no promotion going. Top Rank, like, you know what, the hell with you. You know, cause you know, Top Rank think you about to leave. So they ain't giving you they ain't giving you no play. So now, Devin Haney, you need to be focused on Regis. Because you at 140 and you a little bit chinny. All right. And you ain't punching like that either. So, I mean, so both guys need to focus. That's how I look at it. You know, so Regis is I'm guarantee you he ain't on social media. He ain't on social media going back and forth. You know, so Regis is focusing on, hey, look, Devin Haney, he's huge, but he's pillow fist. But I gotta worry about that weight. You know, so weight can come with weight, power. Okay, so Devin moving up to 140, and I think that 5 pounds will help him. I think it help him a lot. So Regis better be careful. But still in all, like I said once again, they need to stay off of social media. One thing about social media, you know, that can, you know, it can be a helpful thing, it can be a free promotional thing, or it can hinder you. It can hurt you in the long run. So that's what I say about that. You know. So,
It's like, man, I hope these dudes don't end up ruining boxing for us, man. And what I mean by that is, you get this feeling like, bro, if y'all don't focus up, y'all know one of y'all could lose, bro. And if one of them lose, that's gonna ruin the big fights that we all clamoring for that we want in the future. Like, damn, bro, like y'all, like the both of them, like, why can't you focus on who you about to fight? It's like they trying to sell the fight. The only people that these guys is talking about, Shakur is talking about Devin, and he talking about Tank. Devin talking about Shakur, and he talking about Tank. Like, you don't hear them really talking about the person that they fighting. They might answer a question about them once or twice, but if you Shakur, right? If you Shakur and you gonna be on social media, I'd rather you tweet some shit at motherfucking Edwin. Say something to Edwin. Hell, that's who you're fighting. If you Devin Haney, shit. Talk some shit to if you just have to, bro. If you can't put your phone down, bro. If you're incapable of putting your phone down, at least just if you're gonna pick it up and tweet at the motherfucker that you got smoke with, that you really about to fight. That way it'll build up your actual fight that you have coming. We're talking about these guys more with fighters that they ain't actually fighting right now than we are about fighters that, you know what I'm saying, they actually are fighting, which makes it an afterthought to fans. And now we can't help but question is, like, bro, is your fight coming up? Is that an afterthought to you? Because you do what you're thinking about. You focus on what you on what you talk about is what you're actually focused on. And these guys, for the life of me, they don't talk about the guys that they fighting, man. They
Right.
they don't talk about the dudes that they got fighting coming up. And I would think that that's what you would want to build. If I'm Devin Haney and I want to sell tickets, I want to become a bigger name. I want to do good in the pay-per-view and all that. Man, I'm about to make y'all think Regis is the best fighter that's ever been on planet Earth. I'm gonna talk about how great he is. I'm gonna talk about how dangerous he is. I'm gonna talk about how he's a champion, how he really undefeated and got robbed against Josh Taylor. I'm finna make you think Regis is Floyd Mayweather out this bitch. If I'm him. The same if I'm Shakur Stevenson, man. If I'm Shakur Stevenson, bro, Edwin is about to be the dude, the boogeyman. Didn't nobody want to fight him. Tank ducked him. Devin ducked him. He knocked out Jose Valenzuela, who was an up-and-coming prospect and damn near ruined his career. Bro, I'm finna make Edwin sound like, you know what I'm saying? Edwin will smoke Oscar Valdez. He'll beat Jamal Charlo. I'm finna make Edwin sound like he the goddamn boogeyman, so that increases the chances of A, people buying my fight, but B, people giving me the type of credit that I think I'm going to deserve when I do beat them. And see, this is where they mess up. OG is they're gonna get mad if Devin goes in there and he smokes Regis, right? His fans and himself and his father, they're gonna get upset if people treat it like, oh, okay, yeah, bro, you just beat Regis. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what's next? Oh man, y'all ain't giving him no credit. Y'all ain't giving him his credit. Give him his credit. Well, bro, leading up to the fight, he was acting like Regis wasn't shit anyway. He wasn't focused on him anyway. But now that it's done, now that it's over with, you want us to act like he's the greatest fighter in the world. And same for Shakur. Him and his fans, they gonna want their credit. Oh man, give us his credit. Edwin was dangerous. Edwin was this. Well, shit, I couldn't tell because leading up to the fight, all Shakur was talking about was Devin Haney. I couldn't tell Regis was dangerous because all Devin was talking about leading up to the fight was Tank and Shakur. But now that they done beat them, we supposed to act like they the greatest wins in the world, bro. They doing themselves a disservice with this shit, man. In my opinion, that's what I think of it, OG.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. You know, because like I say, I don't make Regis sound like he's like the boogeyman in 140. It is a good fight though, for Devin, and that tells a lot about Devin too. If he get hit clean, or does he have a chin, or can he hurt him? You know, that makes a lot of sense. Now, with Shakur Stevenson, De Los Santos, now don't think he a slouch. Okay, don't think he's no slouch at all. So this is a dangerous fight, in my opinion, for Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur Stevenson, man, I just think he's just a pure boxer, man. I think he can figure you out and pretty much come and just mess up your game plan. That's how I look at it, you know. But De Los Santos, man, I think he beat Foster, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Foster beat him.
Oh, Foster beat him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Foster beat him on Showbox. You talking
Okay,
about the
Showbox.
guy that Henry LeBron just fought? Yeah,
Right,
Foster
right,
beat him on
right.
Showbox.
Yeah, okay. So, but still, you know, Dylan Soto, man, hey, you got to watch out for him. You know, so these are the guys they need to focus on. Now, of course, Devin and Shakur, that's a grudge match. Okay, it's history there, and but the best fight, in my opinion, right now is Tank and Shakur. Now, everybody wants Tank and Haney. I get it. All right, they go back and forth too. But if you're looking at the weight class, if you're looking at the two best at 135, I would say Tank and Shakur. You know,
Yeah,
that's what I would say. You know, all right. So Big Dog Willie in
you
that
better
super
be.
chat, baby.
Oh, go
Yes, sir.
ahead.
What's going on, Big Dog? Yes, sir. He said salute to the glorious singing OG KQKC glorious. Yes, sir. And knockout boxing
What's up
186.
with it, big dog? With it?
Yes, sir. He said Haney caught last week set a record in 250,000 caps. Please break the NBA record.
Hey, they be getting so mad at Big Dog with it. Man, he
Yes,
lame,
sir.
he
Yeah,
corny. Yo,
I
he
know. You
suck.
call that's stupid. But look at y'all. We got knockout boxing 86 TV cash app right under him. All right, we got my cash app right under me. You know, all these you can super chat. All right, so show knock out some love, man, and show KQ some love. We working hard, baby. All right, and
At the
knock
very
out,
least,
man.
hit my OG like button. Hit my
Yes,
OG
sir.
like button.
Cause
Yeah, OG.
Knockout, he was on fire this week. All
I
right, I'm
appreciate
sorry,
that,
y'all.
man.
I
I
mean, he
appreciate
was
that,
on
man.
fire this week. He went in the Lions Den, baby, man, and tore it up. He went in there and tore it up,
Every
baby.
now and then, cause see, people be like, oh, you only do that on your channel. You only see they forget. I made my
Man,
name off of pulling up on people, bro. Like
man,
I go anywhere. So I had some time. I had a little time
man,
this week. Work was
man.
slow.
Woo!
We getting close to the holidays. My boss was in and out of the office, so I was able to, I had a little time this week, man.
Man, oh
I
man,
might
he
have
was
some
on
time. I
fire.
might have some time next week too. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir,
We never
man.
know.
I'm
You
telling
never
you,
know.
like I said on the thumbnail, and then KO is one of the youngest, brightest minds, in my opinion, on
I
YouTube
appreciate
right
that,
there.
OG.
Yes, sir.
I
All
appreciate
right,
that.
yes, sir. So that's how I see it, man. With both of these young men,
Yeah, me too, man. It's like when you so on boxing or whatever. When you talk when I start the debate series up, or I have a tournament, or I have a debate coming up, like even if I thought the person was trash, the audience would never know it, OG. I'd make it seem like this person know they boxing. I'm marketing it. I'm trying to get people to show up. Even if in the back of my mind I'm like, man, this person don't know shit. They trash. They garbage. I'm gonna sell y'all that this person really coming to do something bad to me to make people want to see it, bro. That's what Shakur and Devin Haney need to be doing. Even if in the back of your mind, if you think Regis is trash and he can't keep up, if you think Edwin is one-dimensional and he can't keep up, bro, you need to just be talking about them, making them seem like they got all the smoke in the world. So that way, when you go do what you need to do to them, you can get your credit for it, man. But yeah, we can move on.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay. What else you got? Let me touch on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to touch on this. Errol Spence picture. Okay,
Okay, yeah.
I mean, everybody been talking about it. The Queens on the Rain, they made some comments about it.
I
Friday.
made some too, man. Talk me off the ledge, man. I'm worried about Earl, man. Talk to me, man. I'm worried over here now. Shit.
Yeah, of course. I talked to a few people too. A few people like strength and conditioning, or got something to do with the body or stuff like that. And of course, Earl. Now, and I gotta keep it 100 now. Earl took a beating. He took a beating when he fought Terrence Crawford. Now, I don't care what the excuses might be or what the reason, but he took a beating. And sometimes you have to let your body recoup. Okay, that's what happens. You have to let your body recoup. And once your body recoup, then you're gonna start, toning it up, and Plus, first of all, we don't even know when the fight is gonna be. But Earl is not like stomach hanging over his belt, and he's not out of control or anything like that. But also, I heard that those are old pictures. Those old pictures when that happened. But still, in all, you have to worry a little bit because you want Earl to perform in a way that you can say, "Hey, look, this is the real Earl Spence," and you got to be worried if you are a true boxing fan. All right, this my guy. Why my guy out here looking like that? Right? Why my guy's not in the gym? Well, what I hear from the camp of Earl Spence is that he is working out. He is doing his thing. So I don't know how old that picture is, but they saying, oh no, he's working. He's doing his thing. He's working on this and that. So I don't know how true that is. I don't live in Dallas, so I don't know. But we hope that he's working on his get back because anything is possible. Anything is possible. While Chance Crawford on building his house and on his other thing, maybe Earl can pretty much can put on a better fight in the rematch. And that's what I believe. Now let's stop focusing on his body and let's focus on what he looks like on that scale that day. Now I know Earl Spence to some people look like he haven't been working out. But remember, this man been fighting since the amateurs. I think he knows what he's doing. All right, I think he knows what he's doing. But I can understand. I want to hear what knockout. What you think about this? Are you worried about this, man?
Man, if
Or are
them
you
pictures not
concerned?
if them pictures are what you were told, not recent, then
Mhm.
I want to see what he really looked like before I could, you know what I'm saying, be worried
Okay.
or not. But if they are, If they are recent, then you goddamn right I'm worried. Because listen, like that fight was in July. His body been healed up or whatever. You can still stay in shape. Like you spoke on it. Terrence Crawford building the house. He doing all this extra shit. But guess what he also is, OG? His ass is in shape.
Yes, sir.
he's also in shape, ready to go to camp right now if he need to. And actually work on skills and strength and conditioning and being ready to fight. If those pictures are recent, I gotta caveat it because OG was told they're not recent. If they are recent, then we're looking at a fighter that if he started camp today, he got to shred some weight. He got some things he got to do before he can actually start working on the actual skills of the fight, making improvements, doing strength and conditioning. Because muscle weigh more than fat, and so if that's fat, that fat that's on his body, he gonna have to get rid of that first before he can actually start doing strength and conditioning. Because you start trying to just do strength and conditioning, weighing that much weight, boy, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna be too bulky, too big, and you're gonna struggle like hell trying to make whatever weight limit that they do fight at. So with the caveat that those pictures are old, I'm not worried. But if they are recent, if those videos that my homie Everything Boxing posted that made me do a reaction to it, if that video is now, if it's recent, then bro, he ain't been putting in the proper work, OG. And I don't know how you could see what happened to you in the fight with Terrence Crawford, and then immediately when you're able to, once your body heals up, you immediately should have been in the gym. You need to immediately be right there working because you got a lot to work on, not just to win the fight, bro, to be competitive. To be competitive in the fight, you got a lot of work that you need to do because now it's gonna be even harder because now he know your time and you can't get faster. Now he know what you like to do. He done shared the ring with you for 8 or 9 rounds. And somebody with that type of IQ, you're gonna have to work shit and you're gonna have to stop making the mistakes that you were making in the first fight. Specifically, you gotta find a way not to reach and not to lunge and not to fall over your feet or whatever, because that's what kept killing them in the first fight. So you know, man, I it's very discouraging because anything that comes out of Earl, you know, I'm gonna be paying attention to as a huge fan of his. I just want him to, even if he don't win, bro, I just want to see what it looks like if he can perform at his very best. At his very best. Can we just see you one more time in the ring? No injuries, fully dedicated, no blowing up a few pounds in between fights. Can we see what you look like at your best again? Or has that passed, emoji? Sometimes, you know, some people's career don't last as long and they fall off a little bit earlier than others. You know, what is he one of these guys that, you know, at 33, 34 years old, is his best days just in his rearview mirror, or are they just behind him? If that's the case, then that's just the case. But you don't give yourself a chance at all if you're not taking care of yourself and staying disciplined in between fights, specifically in between your first loss. Like after your first loss, I would think you'd be back in the gym, back better than ever, working harder than you ever worked. So I hope that's what's going on. But there's a part of me, OG, that's like, if it's coming from his team that those pictures are not recent, I mean, what are they gonna say? You know what I mean? Like that's like expecting Calvin Ford or Kenny Ellis. If Tank Davis is blowing up in between weight right now, and you ask him about it, they're gonna be like, "Nah, he in the gym. He doing his thing. He working in the gym." It's the same thing. If it's only Spence team that's like, "Nah, he in the gym. He working on some things. He doing this." Like, yeah, okay, bro, but what are you gonna say? Like, nah, bro, he getting fat. He don't give a fuck. He ain't like, you're not gonna say that. So of course they gonna come back with something to make you think that shit is old or it's fake or it's not recent and all that shit. So until we can corroborate anything, man, yeah, I'm worried, bro. Cause not only that, OG, if Earl himself has said this, he has a history of doing this, man. Like if he got big, if he didn't train after a fight, it wouldn't be the first time. He usually takes some time off, doesn't really train until he has a fight coming up, until he know it. Like, so it wouldn't be unusual. It wouldn't be something new. And you know this, man. Once you get in your 30s or whatever, your habits are kind of your habits. It's hard to break them and change. So he's been doing that for a while. So based on his past history, I'm led to believe that, man, that shit might be recent. And he might be doing what he always do. And if that's the case, bro, it's already like a 10-8 round. Because if y'all announce the fight in February right now, Bud start training for it. He already in shape. Your ass got to get in shape. You already losing before the fight even start, bro.
Right.
And that's what has me worried. So that's my thoughts in a nutshell, man.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a question before I get to Big Dog Willie super chat.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's possible? Because I looked at Deontay Wilder,
Mm-hmm.
or we could say Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that a fighter can have one fight, take one beating in that fight, and then now your career is pretty much over?
Yeah,
Can
by pretty much over, you mean never be the same?
never be the same? There you go.
Yeah. You ever see the Adrian Broner come back that looked like he looked before he fought Madonna?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, like when he fought Madonna, before he fought Madonna, he looked a certain way. After the Madonna fight, he never looked the same again.
Right.
He never looked. What about Arturo Gotti? What happened after he fought Floyd? He never looked the same again. Floyd did him bad, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, I believe that, man. Fight like boxing is so unforgiving. Shit, it not being the same after the fight, it can take you all the way to the point to where you don't even have life after the fight. Brothers is dying in the ring, bro. So hell yeah, one fight can do it to you. Shit, the same fighter that we talking about right now, Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia ain't been the same.
No, sure haven't.
When he went into that ring with Errol Spence, he was a top 10 division pound for pound level fighter. What he been since the fight with Errol Spence?
Right, lost to
his shit been over with. He ain't looked the
same.
And yeah. So hell yeah, I believe that, man, and especially like we just keeping it 100 on this show because it's what we do, bro. Earl took a beating, bro.
Yeah,
he took like that was a. And then if he was in there unhealthy, if he was already dealing with some things with his weight or weight drained or dehydrated, whatever excuses people are saying, like if that's really what he was dealing with. On top of taking a beating, okay, yeah, right. You can not be the same. Real talk. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at Tyson Fury. I just think he just don't care anymore. Certainly it could be anything, but I think he took a beating, man. Errol Spence, and I don't care if you right, whatever. Like I said, he took a beating, and if you can tell the face and everything, you can tell he did. So Big Dog Willie in the super chat once again, baby. Yes, sir, with the $5. He said the real four kings: Tank, Shakur, Devin, T.O., and F. Frank Martin. If T.O. started talking more, then he can have a nice rivalry. All right, okay. All right.
He don't like Frank Martin. You still got to fight with Edwin, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Frank Martin just was smart, man. He knew what was coming. He like, no, I'm straight. I'm straight. He pulled out, bro.
All right. Bellaface said Jose Benavidez out the Bud. Okay. All right. Okay. What?
He was going into the Bud fight with one leg, getting shot in the goddamn leg. I don't know if he was ever really shit, to be honest with you. I don't know if Jose Benavidez was ever good, bro. He was.
He was a standout.
He was a great amateur. Yeah. Great minds think alike. He was a great amateur, though. Real talk.
Yeah.
Let's get a couple of these fights out the way before we get to some more topics, man.
Okay.
So earlier in the day, Joe Cordina defended his IBF title against Edward Vasquez in the main event on that DAZN card that we were all watching. What you think of Joe Cordina's performance? He got the majority decision victory. And he retained his title against Edward Vasquez. What did you think of that fight, man?
Well, I think it was a good fight for one. I thought it was closer than I thought it would be. But I think Cordina, he did what he had to do. I think Cordina was going inside and he stayed in the pocket. He didn't fight on the outside. And I don't think that's the way he fights. Because only caught the latter half of the fight. But I still think Vasquez, he was right up there with Cordina. And Cordina didn't overwhelm him. As a matter of fact, it could have been closer than on the scorecards than they had. I had it closer by looking at the second half of the fight. But Cordina, he did what he had to do. And and I don't have too much on it because I caught the half of it. But Cordina, he retained his title, and it was a tough fight for him. And I can't wait to see his next opponent. That's why I basically got on that fight right there.
Yeah, so. Cordina, I want to stick on on the fight, but also some comments that he said after the fight are very alarming to me. But the fight itself, he set and he did what you have to do to a pressure fighter like Edward Vasquez. He banged with him a little bit to let him know, like, nah, you're gonna respect me. Specifically, he was throwing a nasty left hook down to the body. OG, that shit was. If you didn't catch the first half of the fight,
Yeah,
he was throwing a nasty left hook down to the body, and he's typically a guy that you think of that fights at distance, that fights behind his jab, fights behind his speed, because he's a big, long 130-pounder. But he was able to fight on the inside with Edward Vasquez, get that respect, make Vasquez have to continue to reset and think about coming in. And he was able to do that the first half of the fight. Then towards the back half of the fight, kind of switch it up, control the distance when he wanted to, fight inside when he wanted to. He dictated the pace and tempo of the fight, and I think that's why they ended up giving it to him. Edward Vasquez is a good fighter. He just, unfortunately for him, he has everything you need to be a good pressure fighter, except the most important thing: he's durable. He got pretty good defense coming forward. He has a good work rate. He has good angles that he can take to get inside on you. His only issue is the dude can't crack an egg, man. So when you're a pressure fighter and you keep putting yourself in any smaller too for even 126 or 130, like 5'4", like a short guy. So when you got to come in like that, if you're coming in with some pop, you coming in with some power, then cool. But you coming in like that, keep putting yourself in the crosshair, so to speak, making yourself walk in the shots and shit, and you ain't got no power, it's gonna be hard for you to outpoint guys and get victories. And now we've seen this happen to him twice, where he was in a close fight and he ended up not getting the nod. It happened with Raymond Ford too. Now I think he actually beat Raymond Ford. I think Cordina was more decisive in his victory over Edward Vasquez. But these pressure fighters with no power, man, you might need to think about getting a new style, man. But yeah, you got that super chat, and I want to say something about his comments after the fight. Go ahead. You got that 50.
Yeah. Mario L in the super chat, baby. Yes, sir. Coming through heavy with that 50. Yes, sir. He said, "Good day, YouTube chat." Yes, sir. All right.
What's up, Maddie? What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
Maddie? So right out.
Mario L and his family. You know, his mother died. And all
Yeah.
right. And,
Condolences, Maddie.
Yeah.
Condolences, bro. Go to that comment. Go to that comment right above his that Bella Faith put in there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So Cordina, after the fight, was asked about unifying with Shakur Foster, and he said he a good fighter, but it don't bring nothing to the table for him. And so that to me, that was bad, bro. That's a bad thing for him to say. Let me I'm gonna read his exact.
Yeah, because Shakur Foster, man, he fought a good fight last week, man, and man, that was a great fight, and that's why I told everybody keep an eye on that fight yesterday.
He
Because
says, this is what he said. He says, only people in Texas know who you are. I tried to make that fight in the summer. Eddie Hearn said there's no money in the fight. It can't be made. No one really knows him over there or over here. Then he said, it's a tough fight. I'm not saying it's a tough fight. I rate him. He's a good fighter, but at the same time, I'm not making no money from it. I need to change my kids' lives. That's what Joe Cordina said about the fight, about Shakur Foster. Said he don't bring no money to the table. He a good fighter, but I'm not fighting him because he don't bring no money to the table. But I wonder, did he make more money fighting Edward Vasquez? I wonder, did you get more money fighting Edward Vasquez, bro? And I can't stand, like, I like Joe Cordina as his skills or whatever, but that just turned me out, bro. You ducking.
Yeah.
You ducking, bro. You can't be that way, bro.
He's ducking, and he act like he's in for the money. That's all he's fighting for. You know, no, go in there, man, and make the good fight, and that, and you'd be surprised how much money you can make off of that, flashing for that belt. So
bro, that'd be the biggest fight of your career. I'm looking at it right now. You're talking about don't nobody know Shakur Foster. You know who they don't know? They don't know Shafzaskan Rachmanov, Kenichi Ogawa. I know who they are because they were champions and shit, and I'm a diehard boxing fan, but people don't know who they are, bro. You fought them just fine. Miko Kachaturian. Who is Miko Kachaturian, bro? Joshua Hernandez, Farouk Karbinov. Like, bro, stop, bro. You just don't know those
like they don't know them. Shakur Foster just fought on TV last weekend on the Zone. So yes, we know him. And he knows that. And like you say, he's ducking right now.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
a
it is.
duck move, bro. Talking
Yes,
about
sir.
how so, and it's the same. I do not understand this shit, bro. So this dude gives you a chance to unify. You gonna get the most money you can make fighting him, and you've never unified before, but he don't bring nothing to the table. Okay, bro.
See,
Okay.
all he need to
Whatever
bring to
you
the
say.
table is that belt, the unify. That's all. That's what he need to
Yeah.
bring to the table. You know, my big dog Willie said, "KO, I'm hearing that Tank is fighting Pitbull. If Tank fights Pitbull, there would be no mercy, and I might come up with a nickname for their fans."
I ain't mad
All
at
right.
that, bro. I don't want the Pitbull fight either. So I ain't mad at that, bro. He should not fight Isak Pitbull Cruz, bro. We don't want to see that
Darius, you
movie
back.
again, bro.
All right. Yes, sir.
What's
Darius,
up,
you.
Darius? Darius, salute, salute. Yeah, we don't want to see that fight, man. We don't want to see that fight. Before we get into another story, OG. What's up, young world? I see you. Before we get into another story, OG, let's talk about that Henry LeBron William Foster fight real quick, man.
Ooh, man,
I
oh
thought
man.
that was a good fight, man. It was a
Yeah,
real good fight. I'm
yeah.
upset. I thought Foster would win, but he didn't look like himself, to be honest with you. He was fighting very, very sloppy. But Henry LeBron boxed very well last night. What do you got on that fight, man? What did you see?
Well, last night, okay, put in the chat, Darius, what you said. I forgot already, man. You know, been calling fights. I forget. I tell Kel, just put in the chat, and I tell Kel, right? I forgot. Now, man, last night, man, LeBron, Henry LeBron, he did what I thought he was gonna do. He was ruthless last night. I mean, he was changing angles, and he was showing them short uppercuts. All right. It's like you're bowling pretty much. You know, he just come in and timing Foster as he was coming in. Now, someone in the chat has said that, hey, look, Foster looked like he ain't been practicing or sparring with no southpaws. And I said, it does look like he been sparring with southpaw because Foster was throwing nothing but straight rights all night, double rights, triple rights, straight rights, straight rights. That's all he was doing. He didn't make no adjustments. He didn't make no adjustments. He didn't use his right hook. I mean, his left hook. You know, but LeBron was. LeBron was using that right hand. LeBron was catching him flush with that body shot. He was trying to time him as he was coming in. And also, Foster was bagging up LeBron. But LeBron was fighting good on the back foot. He was fighting good off the ropes for a minute. But there go LeBron. He changed angles again. He came back and spent Foster around. And Foster, right now, Foster was going straight in. Now, Foster didn't bag up. I will give him that now. He didn't bag up at all. And, shout out to him for that. But still, Foster, he didn't look like himself, like you said. He didn't have a commanding presence in the ring, as I would say. But I think he hurt LeBron maybe one time, but LeBron hurt him. But shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Foster. When Foster got hurt, he was still there. He was still there, and he took it on the chin and kept
In
him going.
great shape. He
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
great
yeah,
shape. Yeah,
man.
he was in
In
great
great
shape,
shape.
bro. And he very
Right,
durable. If
right.
you go watch him fight Edwin, you go watch his last fight that was on the Pro Box TV against Misael Lopez. Man, he don't be falling over his feet like that. The moment got to him, he over there. How you reaching and lunging and falling over your feet, and you way longer than this dude and way bigger than this dude. He wasn't fighting behind his jab. He was reaching, throwing the right hand without setting it up. And to Henry LeBron's credit, he made him pay all night long for that shit. And
Yeah.
he got his goddamn respect. He was able to control distance as the smaller fighter and continuously make Foster reach and lunge and get out of position over and over again. Foster had a good middle part of the fight. I want to say like round 5, 6, and 7. He started doing better in the fight. And had he fought like that the whole fight, and the reason he was doing better was because he got behind his jab a little bit. He set it up. He set up the right hand, and he was going down to the body, and he was doing a better job of cutting off the ring. But overall, bro, Henry LeBron showed himself to be highly skilled. I like what he was able to do to William Foster. To me, it's the best win in his career. And salute to him, bro. He did. He took advantage of every mistake that William Foster was making, and you cannot make mistakes like that when you stepping up in competition or you fighting guys that got skills like Henry LeBron got. And I think Edwin De Los Santos and Henry LeBron about the same level fighter. Edwin De Los Santos is more explosive than him, but for William Foster to have his feet up under him, jab and kind of beat Edwin to the punch the way that he did, but then to go in there with Henry LeBron and be reaching and out of position and falling over his feet from the opening bell, you got to do better than that, bro, especially on that stage, because if you William Foster, you 30 years old, you don't know when you're going to get an opportunity like that again, man. And the simple adjustment to keeping your feet up under you, chopping your feet with your jab and stepping to the guy, that would have been good. And Henry LeBron showed me some bite down because he faded in the fight a little bit, but then he got a second win and kind of picked it up towards the end of the fight when the fight was kind of hanging in the balance. And they were like, yo, William Foster's coming on strong. He done won the last couple of rounds. What you gonna do to turn this around? He was able to turn it around, and he was able to bite down and get those late rounds and bag them. And he got a draw on one scorecard. It was 96-94 in his favor on another scorecard, and then one judge scored it 99-91. So he got the majority decision. Good performance from Henry LeBron, and William Foster is back to the drawing board, man. You got to get them feet back up under you. That's really all I saw, man.
Yeah, if you notice, you see how LeBron was backing up on the back foot, which he preferred because he could have backed up Foster, but he was setting traps on Foster. And Foster was coming in slowly but surely, bagging up. Coming straight forward as LeBron was backing up. And soon as he make the move, LeBron will go right downstairs to the breadbasket, baby. Yes, sir. And bent over Foster. And nobody shots hurt. And one he threw, man, bent him all the way over. And he took it well. And he came back out, reset, back in the center of the ring. And also, Foster was tripping over LeBron's foot because Southpaw and Orthodox. And I said he got to get that foot on the outside if he going to throw that right hand. But Foster wasn't doing that. So LeBron took advantage of every mistake Foster made. Every mistake he made, he took advantage of it. And, and he was quicker with the right hand, right hook. So, but if you would have landed that right hook, which he did a couple times on the head of Foster, man, he would have been out of there. If he would have caught him flush right on the equilibrium, he would have been out of there. So, but overall, LeBron did a great job last night. I thought Foster was going to win that fight. I had him winning. But LeBron, he pretty much came on the big stage and turned it out. So that's how I got it. So, but we got Darius. He had said something last night. He wanted me to tell you this, knockout. He said that he asked me. I said that can Devin be pound for pound, number one, if he cleans out 140, then moves to 147 and beats Boots if Boots is still there.
I mean, that's a no-brainer, yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. If he cleaning out 140, what does that mean? So you beat Regis, then you beat Teofimo, then you beat Subriel, then you get Rolly. That's a give me fight. Then after doing all of that, you move up to 147 and you beat Jerron Boots Ennis, who by the time he does all that, Jerron Boots Ennis will probably be champion, if not unified at 147. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, hell yeah, bro. If anybody do that, bro, like not like if anybody do that, it could be Devin, Teofimo, Tank, Shakur, Loma. Shit, if Subriel does that in reverse, if Teofimo do that, if Rolly do that, if somebody able to do what you just put on the screen, fucking right.
Yeah, I told him.
Fucking right, that pound for pound number one. You goddamn right. Hell yeah. That shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening.
I was about to say, I told him last night, I don't think that gonna happen, but
yeah.
Yeah, I said that's
but
not,
yeah,
that's not gonna happen, so especially I think Boots probably be gone by the time Devin get up to 147, depends on how big Devin gets, because he blowing up.
Devin talking about he can't hardly make 140 right now.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He might be at 147 sooner than y'all think.
Man, wow. Man, I think Devin gonna be in some trouble too. Because 140 is already bad enough,
140, them dudes don't be. I don't think they as good as 135 and 147. I think that weight class is overrated, man. The more I look at what's happening to them and shit, man. Like I'm starting to figure out, like if Regis, and I don't mean no disrespect to Regis, but all the money been at 147 his whole career, right? all the money been like people that came and left Regis and went to 147 because that's where the money is. Why Regis stay at 140 so long, man? If he was really like that and really like one and one, he would have moved up, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the ones that was really like that in 140, they moved up to 147 to get money. And then guess what happened to a lot of them? When they got to 147, they didn't look the same. AB was down there with him. AB got to 147. He ain't look the same. Danny Garcia was down there with him. Danny Garcia got to 147. He ain't look the same. So these dudes that staying at 140, like Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor and all that shit, like I think they're staying there because they know that smoking 147 might be a little too thick for them, man.
Yeah,
so I don't know, man. 140 is cool, but I think like I mean, in evidence of that, look what Teofimo, look at what he moved up and did to Josh Taylor, man.
Yeah,
he did Josh Taylor dirty, bro.
That's what I think gonna be a problem. Teo, he rises to the occasion. When he have to. That's what I think. Yes, sir. What's up, Big Dog Willie? Yes, sir. Big Dog Willie said, "Can Tank offer Frank Martin a contract, please?"
It's better than Pitbull. I'll take that over Pitbull. I would take that all day over Pitbull. You had some other stories you wanted to get to before we start getting to the co-main and the main event.
Let me see.
You had something else you had on there. Some about who won't smoke Tank and all like some.
You know what? That was the thumbnail I had put up there. Yeah. No, I was talking about first with Devin. I think you basically talked about it already. First story. You basically kind of covered everything I was gonna say basically about Haney and Tank Davis. All right. Now Haney, yes, he wants Tank to come up into 140. Right, with no stipulations on that. Now, I was trying to figure out. Tank responded back. Now, did you catch what he responded back to?
Yeah, I can read it right here. I got it. Give me 1 second. It wasn't him. It was somebody from his team, though. But we can talk about it. It was Kenny. It was Kenny Ellis.
Oh, okay. Kenny.
Who said something? Yeah, here you go.
Now we back in the same boat. Devin, of course, got a fight coming up. Devin got Tank name in his mouth once again. All right, like I say, same old business as usual. Now, of course, if once he get through with Regis, we don't hear Tank name anymore. Watch how that pops up. Now, Tank does have to fight early in 2024. Well, he don't have to, but he wants to in early 2024. So who would it be? And that's the question I was trying to ask on a thumbnail there. Who is next for Tank Davis?
I got it. I got it right here. So this was Kenny Ellis talking to Mill City Boxing. They on YouTube. Go check them out. This is where we got the information. Saying the fight has to happen at 140. Kenny Ellis said, I feel like people are trying to suck him away from 135 to protect certain people. We got unfinished business at 135. You know what I mean? If he can make 135, why can't he fight Tank at 135? It's crazy. He don't have any more power at 140. I don't see it anyway. I watched him tap the bag the other day. Clarissa Shields hits the bag harder than that. He says, and then they asked him, and then he says they've got to mention Tank's name to sell a fight. You know how it go. They won't do that when they don't have a fight signed. Only when they got a fight already. Then he says, I would prefer Shakur first because we at 135. Tank and Shakur, the two top dogs at 135. Hoping Shakur gets past his next fight. That's a tough one. But if Shakur don't get past him, then we'll fight him. All right, OG, that's what he had to say. What you think about that, man?
All right. You know what? I agree with him 100%. Now, if they want to sell a fight, use Tank name, go right ahead. But one thing about it, all right? One thing about it. Make sure you see Tank after your fight. Now that, okay, I'm good with. But don't use his name and try to, pretty much use his clout like that's who I want next and without focusing on Regis. All right? Then, of course, go ahead and fight Tank next. But if you don't, that's clout chasing. All right? And if I was Tank or whoever, I would bring that up. Now, does Tank do that? Does he call out his name when he's fighting Rolly? Did he say, hey, Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Devin Haney? I don't think so. Because he holds his own. and that's what he can do. He can hold his own. Now, of course, we know. I mean, let's be honest. All right, Devin is not no big name. All right, he doesn't put big butts in the seats. All right, it just don't happen that way. Yes, he's selling right now because that's his first fight in Oakland, and that's the first boxing match in Oakland. I don't know how long. Well, San Francisco. I don't know how long. And he was also born. He wasn't raised there, but he was born there. Right, he was raised in Las Vegas, so that's why he's selling. Now, another thing, a lot of people out here hollering about Shakur Stevenson. Oh, he's not selling no tickets. Well, the reason why not selling tickets is because it's on a Thursday. And people got to go to work, and people got things to Thursday just ain't a good night for boxing. And
At
of course,
all.
Bob, and of course, Bob Aaron, he thought with his bright ideas, right? He thought that NASCAR was gonna come in and buy all the tickets and have something to do and watch Shakur Stevenson and De Los Santos. They don't care about boxing.
Nah,
They got
race car fans don't watch boxing, bro.
no, they don't. They rather drink and gamble. That's what they're gonna do to that
Yeah, they
race
don't
star.
watch boxing like that.
That's what they're gonna do to that race star. They're gonna make some noise, holler, take off their shirts and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And to the race star. So now there's no promotion on this fight. Remember that. There's no promotion. Now I think ESPN touched on it a little bit last night, but that's all you're gonna get, baby. That's all you're gonna get, because the fight is in 2 weeks. Ain't no press conference. Now, at least I don't know of one. If it is, they're gonna have to squeeze it in next week or this week. Because the fight is next Thursday. Next Thursday.
Mhm.
And it's only a 2-fight card. Now, they are setting this up, knockout, and this
Mhm.
was another topic I'm going on into, I guess. Is that Navarrete is on that card.
Yeah, they setting that shit up. That's why that Navarrete the super champion at 130. He fighting Shakur next, bro.
Yep, that's what I
He's
thought.
super champion at 130, so they can move him up to 135 and allow him to keep his belt at 130, and he gonna fight Shakur, bro.
Yep, that's what I thought.
They already got that shit set up. But here's so what Kenny Ellis said, man. I thought about it and I went and researched and shit, bro. He 100% right.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get Tank Davis away from 135, bro. But he's so trash and he's so food and everybody beat him so easy. But they trying to dictate weight to him, knowing he the A side and shit. So he fought Mario Barrios OG in June of 2021, man, over 2 years ago.
Right.
And after that fight, he made it clear, I'm not comfortable at 140. And that's why he dropped the belt that he beat Mario Barrios for, and he's been campaigning at 135 ever since. But if you look at it, Terrence Crawford wanted him to come up to 147. Devin Haney's demanding that he come up to 140. Teofimo wanted him to come up to 140. They talking about he got to go down to 130 to fight Monster anyway. They doing all this. Ryan
Manny Pacquiao want better catch weight.
Manny Pacquiao want him at a catch weight. Ryan Garcia was demanding the fight at 140.
Right.
And they came to 136 because Tank was like, nah, bro, you gonna fight me. So my question is, bro, do you really, if you were telling this man what weight class to fight at, do you really want to fight him? So motherfuckers will admit that he's the A side in one breath, but then publicly be like, you got to fight me at 140, no rehydration clause, no catch weight. You got to fight me at 140. While they got a fight lined up. Come on, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro. Y'all, man, wake up, dog.
Right.
Wake up to what these dudes is doing, bro. If he really what y'all say he is, bro, if he really trash like that, what's up with all these demands all of a sudden that you got to see him on your turn? Who, bro, he the only fight I seen like this, bro. He done sold more pay-per-views than everybody this year. He done did the best live gates, and motherfuckers telling him you got to fight me over here at this weight class. And this is what I'll accept. And this is what I want to accept. And you, but you telling me that they the ones that really want to fight, bro. If you telling Canelo Alvarez he got to fight you at cruiserweight, nigga, you don't really want to fight. When Manny Pacquiao was fighting, if you told Manny Pacquiao you had to fight him at middleweight, you didn't really want to fight him, bro. That's a way out. The same thing for Floyd Mayweather. Somebody was calling Floyd Mayweather out at super middleweight when he was the man, bro. You didn't really want to fight him. If you was trying to make Oscar De La Hoya fight you at light heavyweight, you didn't really want to fight him. But only in today's boxing is fake the new real and lies is the new truth and shit, man. These dudes don't really want to fight for real, man. Because if they really want to fight, hey, man, I want to fight. I'll be willing to do whatever to make the fight, as long as the money right. That's how you supposed to move, bro. That's what you're supposed to be saying. Motherfuckers is making demands before they can even get a phone call. They taking themselves off the board right then. Motherfuckers say, I'm fighting at 135. That's where I feel comfortable. Hey, bro, I want to fight. I'm calling you out at 147. What? You don't want to fight me, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want to fight me then.
Exactly.
If I came out right now and said, look, man, I'm willing to debate, but I'm only debating on KQKC platform. And then some troll like, yeah, man, I'll debate you, but you got to come over here to debate me. You don't really want to debate me then, bro. You don't really want smoke. I already told you what I'm doing, what my plans are, and where I'm staying at. And I bring in more viewership than you. I bring in more money than you. So how can you dictate terms to me? I don't understand that shit. Then the same people that tell you that Tank dictate shit while watching all these motherfuckers try to dictate shit over them and shit. Motherfucker literally like, no, I'm not fighting in your weight class. And on top of you fighting in my weight class, you gotta let me rehydrate to what I want to, and I'm not fighting at a catch weight either. So no catch weight, no rehydration clause, and you gotta come to my weight class. But that's the motherfucker that's getting ducked. Man, all right.
Yep.
All right, y'all got it. Y'all got it, man.
Yeah, they look for advantage. Looking for advantage. You know, and another thing, you know, I know y'all probably heard this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Listen, Tank Davis' record at the Barclays Center or any other records here and Ryan broke, right? They still stand. Now, that fight with Fury and Ngannou, that was phony. That was fake. All right? They didn't do those numbers. They already been debunked. They lost over $1 million some on that fight. All right? That's why I say stop believing all these content creators. All right? All right? Those go check out Fanai International Boxing. He laid it all out. They went, that was terrible. They lost a lot of money. And another thing, sometimes you gotta wait before you speak, right? And wait and find out. Because now everybody's saying Amazon Prime. But now everybody's saying Netflix, right? You see, you gotta wait. I'd rather be late and right than first and wrong. That's how.
Or if you gonna report the shit, just say this is what they saying. Don't speak it like it's already done, bro.
Right, exactly.
Don't speak it like it's already done, man. That's the mistake
allegedly
that people are making,
right.
man. Yeah,
right. Just say allegedly or something like that.
Allegedly, or the report say, you know, if this happens,
Right.
this will be my opinion. There's
Exactly.
ways that you can say shit without making it seem like you right or whatever. But anyway, bro, Raymond Murray Tyler, man, great performance against Diego Torres last night, man. What you got on that fight?
Oh man, that was a good fight too. You know, matter of fact, I think Torres was doing pretty well. Like I said, he has a wide stance. I told everybody last night, just like Floyd Mayweather, when he was fighting. Let me see. When he was younger, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. All right. He was fighting the other fighters, you know, and he had the wide stance like Floyd. Now, of course, he had a long reach, and Torres was going to the body, and Marcello, he was just walking around. He was doing what he was doing. You know, what's going on, Trick Note? What's going on? Yes, sir. But and also, so Marcello, he took his time, and that's what I appreciate. That he took his time. He saw what he had in front of him. Then round by round, he still took his time. Then he got closer. Then he started sending down the punches more and more, and then he started bagging up on Torres, and Torres still was going down to the body. 1, 2, tap, tap, bound to the body, tap, tap, down to the body. And of course, Marcello was coming upstairs because Marcello was then start showing the hand speed, then start showing that brick hand, and then he started landing. Then he started landing again. He started popping the head back of Torres. And Torres again, trying to play great defense. And he did play good defense. You know, he was great at what he did last night. But he just didn't have enough for Marcello. Marcello looked strong last night. He looked strong and fast. And he took his time. Now, he did stay in the pocket for a minute, but then he got out, fought on the outside, got back around, walked around, not use angles, but he walked around and then reset again. Then he worked on the jab again, back on the jab. Then he started throwing uppercut. I mean, he was just perfect last night. I don't think he did anything wrong, but he was dropping his hands a little bit. But he did get caught a couple times, but it wasn't nothing that he couldn't handle. But still in all, I think, man, he did a great job knockout. I think he controlled the range. He was bagging up Torres a little bit, and but still they was right there. Not a lot of lateral movement from neither guy, but I think it was a great fight. I think that it was what I expected to happen, and that what happened. I mean, but one thing about Marcelo, man, he was stepping over, cutting off the ring on Torres, and Torres was trying to go downstairs to the body. One thing about it was Torres was trying to meet him, and trying to throw his load right after he threw his load. He was trying to go down to the body, looking fast, but he wasn't accurate. That's the thing about it. He wasn't accurate at all. But Marcello, he was pretty much right on point with everything. And he started sitting down, like I say, later on in the round when he got the stoppage. Some people say that was a bad stoppage, but I think it was an okay stoppage. But he was throwing uppercuts too, so. But that's how I looked at it.
Yeah. So to answer Darius' question, I picked Morel, bro. I favor Bivol in that fight, but I'd pick Morel just being an explosive athlete, being younger. I bet money on Morel just because I think it's good value in that fight. But Bivol definitely more proven, great amateur pedigree. They both got great amateur pedigrees. Bivol controls distance very well, got one of the best lead hands in the game. But Morel's such an explosive athlete and so talented and so skilled, bro. I'd bet on Morel, but I'd favor Bivol in that fight. But I'd bet on Morel just being younger and more explosive and longer and bigger than Bivol. I think that'd be some good value in that bet. As far as and then I see Teach too. Ramos wasn't a hype job, bro. He beat Erislandy Lara in my opinion. That was a close. As close to a robbery as I'd seen, bro. So that's my opinion. But whatever, man. If you think he a hype job, that's cool. I bet you Erislandy Lara. Erickson Lubin won't get back in the ring with him, though. I bet you that. As far as Raymond Muratalla, I thought he did really good, man. He controlled distance well. He was in and out. He had that jab working, and he just systematically broke Torres down. And he got very underrated hand speed. He's smooth. He's fluid. He can fight off the back foot and the front foot. Torres, his feet had to be planted because he's a power puncher. And what Muratalla found out early is that the dude can't fight going backwards, so he just pushed him back behind his jab all night while keeping his distance at the same time. And Torres struggled with that shit the whole time, bro. The whole entire time, bro. He was struggling the whole time going backwards, and Muratalla just took his weapons from him and broke him down, and he ended up stopping him in the 8th round. And it was a beautiful stoppage. The way he threw that combination, landed that left hook right in between his shot. That shit was nasty, bro. That shit, it was a thing of beauty. And everybody talk about it, and Teach put it in the chat too. Everybody talking about like Keyshawn Davis and he got all this hype around him or whatever. If Bob Arum was smart, he'll take all that money, all that marketing and shit, and he'll put it on Raymond Muratalla. That dude can fight, man. That dude can really fight. What's up, baby? Salute to my wife in the building. That dude can fight, bro. That dude can really fight, and he's one of the best prospects they got over there at Top Rank. And I think he needs to get a title shot next. Now, as far as outside the ring, he did call out Devin Haney for a fight, but he also said whoever has the belts, that's who he want to fight. So Shakur Stevenson beat Edwin De Los Santos. That's an in-house fight. Wow. That's a fight that can be made, and I would much more prefer Raymond Muratalla versus Shakur Stevenson over Shakur Stevenson versus Emmanuel Navarrete. If you could pick a fight for Shakur Stevenson to have, assuming he gets past Edwin De Los Santos, which one would you rather see, OG? Would you rather see him fight Raymond Muratalla, or would you rather see him fight Emmanuel Navarrete?
Well, Navarrete, he's got a different style. I like both guys. I like Navarrete, but I think I would like to see him fight Marcello. I think they pretty much not similar in style, because you got an orthodox and southpaw. But Shakur like to figure you out. But Marcello, he like to figure you out too. He'll take his time. He'll take 2-3 rounds like he did last night, and go and get explosive. Now Shakur can get explosive too. He'll get explosive too, like he did with the Heron fight. He came and game explosive with that one. So yes, I think that would be a better fight. Netreti, I don't think that's it's not a good matchmaker fight to me. So I think Marcello, I think that would be a great fight. He's a great prospect. I mean, and you know what? And one thing about it, he came out of nowhere. And on the tutelage of Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia had some great fighters last night, and so I like to see Marcello again. Now, is it time for a title shot yet? I think I'd like to see him one more time before a title shot. That's what I think. Now, Shakur Stevenson, yeah, I think he got more power to Shakur. Matter of fact, I know he does. But yeah, I think Neretti, I think that'd be a good fight too, though. See, man, I'm kind of torn between both of them. I think Neretti, that's a good fight too, but Machello, I think that'd be a better fight. So, exciting
Okay.
fight. So
Yeah,
that's all.
I rather Muratalla because I think he's more proven at 135. Navarrete's never fought at that weight class before, so I'd rather be Muratalla because he's actually put in the work. He's been at
Uh-huh.
135 his whole career. He got 19 fights over there. He deserves a shot at 135 over Emmanuel Navarrete, in my opinion, who's obviously more proven. But 122, 126, 130, that ain't 135. So it is what it is. I'm glad you put that up there. So he was
Yeah.
supposed to fight. So Charles, I don't know if you remember, but back in April, David Morel fought a guy named Yamaguchi Falco. That wasn't his original opponent. His original opponent was a guy named Sina Ekbeko, who was coming off of the Showbox card. That's who, and they already had a contract. That's who he was supposed to fight December the 16th. But Ekbeko pulled out, which is why they're looking for an opponent because they offered Ekbeko $65,000 and he turned it down, even though it's the most money he ever made in his
Wow.
career. He turned that shit down. And last time he ended up having to get out of the fight that they were supposed to have in April because he had visa issues coming over here to America. But it was supposed to be Sina Ekbeko, the guy who just beat Isaiah Steen on Showbox earlier in the year. That's who David Morel was supposed to be fighting. The dude out of Ghana, big, strong puncher, 168 pounder. But he's not taking the fight anymore because he wants more money and they won't offer him more money. They offer him $65,000. He said, "Nah, I'm good." And so now they're looking for another opponent for David Morel. So we don't have any word on that yet. But as soon as I get the news, I'll give it to you guys. But they are still looking for an opponent because the opponent that they did have, he pulled out. But he definitely is fighting on December the 16th. We just don't know who yet, man.
Oh, okay.
Don't know who
Okay.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I always say, because David Benavidez, he came out and said that, listen, if he beats and get past Demetrius Andrade, if he doesn't get the Canelo fight, then Morel will be next. Now, you can take that how you want to take it, but they do have the same promoter. They are both on the same, well, both with PBC. So that's a fight you can get made in one day. That's basically a fight that can already be made. Same promoter, Samson Lewis, and also with PBC. So David pretty much have it in his hometown. You can have it like that. I don't think they want to go to the Armory in Minneapolis. So let's see what happens. But that's a good fight to be made. All right. So no,
Yeah, that fight needs to happen.
oh yeah, yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
that fight needs to happen. If he not fighting Canelo, he need to be moving up, fighting a Bivol, moving up, fighting a Beterbiev, or he need to fight David Morel, bro. He's a
Mhm.
WBC interim champion. He can move up to 175 and they'll rank him highly. And any fight with him and Beterbiev or him and Bivol will be a great fight. I think Beterbiev is the one with the WBC. Yeah, because he got 3 of the 4. So I would love that fight. But if he gonna stay at 168 and Canelo's not next, David Morel and Dave Benavidez already had a contract. Like you said, they got the same promoter, and that promoter thought the deal was fucking done.
Right.
He thought that David and David were fighting, bro.
Hmm.
And for whatever reason, Dave Benavidez pulled out, and he chose Demetrius Andrade. Look, I'm not gonna call you a duck for fighting
Right.
Demetrius Andrade over David Morel. He is more proven. He is highly skilled. I'm gonna let that one slide. But if you ain't fighting Canelo next, bro, because
Right.
they saying Canelo about to fight Haney. They
Uh-huh.
saying PBC and
Right.
Golden Boy about to come to a deal for Canelo and Jaime to fight. Mexico on Mexico type shit. No problem. I don't want you waiting around on Canelo. I need you to get in there with David Morel Jr., bro.
Yes, sir.
That's the fight that we need next, man. After that. So yeah, it is
Because
what it is, bro.
he knows it's a high risk and low reward for him, but David Morel he's a bad boy. He can box. Great amateur standout out of Cuba. if you all remember, he did put a young man in a coma, and that's over here. I think his name was, I called him Adios or whatever.
Yeah, Idos. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say it's like
Yeah,
Idos Yarabaselli is some his long name,
right,
his
right.
last
You know,
name fuck you up.
right.
But yeah, his
Yeah,
first name Idos.
yes. So he put him in a coma, and he put two other people in a coma over in Cuba, and so I mean, I would love to see that fight with Morel and Benavidez. I mean, that's a fight need to be happening. So now knockout. How do you
Yes,
see
sir.
the Jamal Charlo? I want to see this fight with him and Jose Benavidez. But do you think Jamal Charlo head is right now? You think he's going to seem like the same old Jamal? I don't think it's going to be the
Nah,
same way.
hell nah. You can't be out the
Right.
ring for 3 years and expect to look the same. Even the greatest of fighters or the greatest of athletes, rust is
Mm,
real, man. It's gonna take you some
yeah.
time to get back right. You got 8-ounce gloves on for the first time in a long time. You're not gonna be as sharp. He'll still be talented enough to be Jose Benavidez Jr., I think, because I don't think much of Jose Benavidez Jr. But
Uh,
he, I don't expect him to be the same, man. That 3 years off could end up being a death sentence for his career. What I do want to tell you though, they need to
mhm.
strip your boy. He need to be stripped.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
need to
yeah,
be they
yeah.
got him. He fighting at 163, so he ain't even defend. He after not fighting for almost 3 years. OG, he coming back and he ain't even defending his belt, and they gonna still let him be champion. They need to
Hmm.
put his ass in recess, and then if he want to come back and fight for his belt, then he can come back and fight for his belt against whoever got it. But he holding up the division big time, man. But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think he'll be to answer your question.
yeah, yeah. That's what I have to say too. I think Jamal, even though it's my guy, but still I will put him in recess. Like I say, holding up the division at 160 because Jamel, if he's smart, you can't just jump from 168 and go all the way down back to 154 because he got an IBF mandatory. That's
Yeah.
not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. You just can't do that. All right, you're going to have to take that weight off slowly. Now, maybe 160, maybe if you can get there, in time, but no, now 154. No, I'm sorry, you ain't gonna get there with the IBF mandatory.
Now
All
you
right.
spoke on Jamel. You spoke on Jamel. You know Jamel. He might be about to be stripped of that IBF belt, right?
Yes, sir.
Because
I
they got till November 9th to come to a deal, and his mandatory Bakram Murtazaliev, he came
Mhm.
out and he said that they ain't even talked about the fight at all.
Right.
They ain't even went into negotiations or nothing. So I think Jamel about to drop that other belt. That IBF about to get dropped too.
Yeah. 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 And now you got something else?
Nah, you can go ahead. What you got?
Okay. No, I was just going to talk about Alicia Baumgartner.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Of course, the WO been tripping lately, y'all. I don't know why. First you got Jamel getting stripped when he fought Canelo Alvarez, and then you have the young lady getting stripped, Savannah Marshall. They stripped her. Now, Alicia Baumgartner, the WO sent her a letter to show just cause why she should not be stripped of her undisputed titles, especially the WO belt, because of that positive drug test she had. But this is kind of funny, all right, because it's kind of iffy here, all right, because she haven't got stripped yet. She haven't got stripped in long. That fight was a long, long time ago, and now they claim they've been doing investigation all this time. But how long does it take to do investigation on that? Now,
Yeah.
of course, you all remember we talked about this, where the sample stayed at someone's home for 2 days before they turned it in. Now,
Mhm.
I don't know. Is there a B sample? Because I heard it wasn't. Okay, allegedly it's not a B sample. So I don't know how she's gonna show just cause at all. But we'll see. We will see. We will see what happens. All right. All right. Sweet T said Tank just tweeted that he might not be fighting because the judge won't let him leave for a proper training. All right, that's come from Sweet Tea. Yes, he's been saying that for a while now. He wants to get out of Baltimore and go train in Atlanta or somewhere like that. And the judge said, "No, you ain't going nowhere, son. You got to set up shop right there." So he been fighting that for a long time, Sweet Tea. He been trying to get off of there, and go somewhere else and train because he stays in Atlanta. He's from Baltimore. Matter of fact, he does have a house in Baltimore somewhere, I believe, or a condo or something. But I think his home is in Atlanta. But still in all, I think the judge is on his butt. The judge is on that ass, no doubt about it. So the judge ain't giving him no slack till he get off for probation or whatever he's on. So yeah. So Tank, I mean, listen, Tank, he gonna ride this year out, then come back fresh in 2024, and I'm talking about early 2024. That's what they're saying. So. All right, yes, sir. So, okay, knockout. Anything else you got, man?
Yeah, I wanna speak on that right now.
Okay.
So he got 3 years of probation.
Mm-hmm.
So if she won't let him leave to train, bro, I said this once and I say it again, bro. You can train properly right there in Maryland, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can train properly. I think he just want to go and he want to get out. He got millions and millions of dollars, and he want to be
Right.
able to go somewhere else, see some scenery. What is it? Fucking November in Maryland. I'm sure it's getting cold and shit like that. But the spawn, y'all got a gym right there in Upton Gym. If you don't want to train there because it's in Baltimore, y'all can go build a gym somewhere. Deontay Wilder got a fucking gym in his house, bro.
Right.
He got a gym on his goddamn land and shit, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Now, if what he means is she won't let him fight outside of Maryland, then that's something totally different. But if she's saying that you just can't leave to go train somewhere, you can't leave to go do this, you gotta suck that shit up, bro. You can train in Maryland, and then wherever your fight is, that's where you can go fight at. Then bring your ass back to Maryland. We all are accountable to our decisions, bro.
Oh
And
yeah.
if that's what she's saying, then bro, you just gotta go with it. It
Yeah.
is what it is. But I think he just complaining. It's too many millions of dollars on the table and shit. He gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? He gonna fight again. He's able to train and shit. He just ain't able to go. He want to go to Florida and shit. He want to
Right.
go. He want to go. He want to be able to go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He like Atlanta and shit. He want to go. He want to get out, bro. And
Right.
she ain't
That's
letting him.
all.
And so he
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of throwing the tantrum, bro. And it ain't a good look. You can train, bro. That's cap. That's fucking cap. You can train. Proper training mean, do you have your bags that you need? Do you have a heavy bag? Do you got a speed bag? Do you got a boxing ring?
Right.
Do you got weights for strength and conditioning? And do you got a road to fucking run on? Yes is the answer to all of those questions, bro. You just want to go do all that shit and come back, and the beach is right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to do that shit, you want to come back and you get home and shit, you get done training. Magic City is over there in the ATL right there down the street, and you can pop up. That's what you want to do, bro. You ain't fooling me.
Right.
You ain't
Right.
fooling me, bro. I'm not going with that. You can train properly. You just upset. Your ass gonna be back in the gym again because this is your livelihood. You care about raising your family. This what you love to do. You just put a video out where you was doing 1,000 punch combination. All in the goddamn video. Your ass been in the gym. I already know you been in the gym, bro. I already know your ass been in the gym and shit. So stop.
Yeah.
You just want to go, brother. He wanted to be summer year round. You know how rich people is, KQ. They wanted summer year round, and unfortunately for him, you got to deal with all 4 seasons in Baltimore. But if you can be in Baltimore during the summer, then the fall hit, you can go to Miami. Then when the winter hit, you can go to LA and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. That's what he on, bro. Ain't
For real. Yeah, for real, man.
Head, bro. Go ahead, man. That's all I got.
The judge did say the state of Maryland he can stay, or the city of Baltimore. Now she's a state judge. Is that correct?
Yeah, she can't make him stay in the city.
Okay.
I'm sure it's just the state of Maryland.
Okay.
He want to be able to lead the state of Maryland, bro. So he can. So if it's being in the city, he worried about, man. It's politics. Maryland right there by DC. It's politicians that stay in Maryland, bro. So wherever they staying at, take your ass over there, bro, and do what you need to do.
Yeah. It's a nice area, I'm quite sure. in
Yeah.
Baltimore. You
That
know,
boy got that Ryan Garcia money. He trying to get out, man. he trying to get out, bro. he
Yes,
ain't trying to
man.
be in Baltimore or be in
No.
Maryland or whatever. Bro, listen, you got 3 years of probation. That shit could go faster or whatever. Or you just got out July 14th, bro. Like, give that shit some time before you start asking to leave the state and shit. And he probably, you know how he doing. They probably like, yeah, we need to leave the state for 4 months. We need our training camp. Our training camp is 4 months long. We need to be out this motherfucker. Like,
Right.
doing, bro.
You know, but I know one thing: he better stay off of social media talking about that judge. Cause what I hear, her daughter's up on that social media and she's reading it and telling her mom about this. So Tank and what he's saying, what he's doing, and so stay off of social media. That's what he needs to do.
He just mad, bro.
Yeah.
Every time they basically what I think is happening. Every time they try to file a motion, and she turned that shit down, he tweets something. I bet you he got the decision or something on. He just got the decision late yesterday or late Friday. You know, man, fuck this shit, man.
No, man, she on him, man.
He did that shit just a month ago. Hey, he
Man.
did that shit a month ago. I bet you that his lawyers, he's spending money on them. They filing shit. They just taking Tank money. Like, yeah, we think we can win this, knowing damn well they ain't finna win this shit. We think we can win this motion. We gonna tell her this. We gonna tell her that. We think we can win the motion, and you gonna be up out of here. Then when he get that shit back, he be like, "You motherfucker."
You know what? He better off. What's going on? Quick.
What's up?
He's better off just ride it out, man. Just ride it out. Don't say nothing. Just keep your head down, man, and train wherever you can.
Yeah, that's not what it means, bro. Like, he's training. They're not, when you're on probation like that, training means he want to go. Think about how long a training camp is. That means his team is asking them, can we leave the state for 2 or 3 months? They're not going to agree to that, but they will agree to, okay, you have a fight, you need to leave for a week because you got press week or whatever. Or you have a fight coming up and y'all doing a press tour, you got to go to LA and New York, you can leave for a week here, and then you have your ass back. They not finna let you leave 2 or 3 months, but if you got a fight in Vegas, then yeah, bro, and they can't keep you from making money, and the fight got to be in Vegas. Yes, we'll let you leave for a week or two, but you got to have your ass back by this certain date. It's different when you asking a motherfucker, can you leave for a week or two, and you on probation because you got a job that forces you to travel. That's different than, can I leave for 2 or 3 or 4 months to go train over here, but my fight that I'm actually making money off of, that bitch ain't for another 4 or 5 months. They not doing that, bro.
Right.
They're not doing that, bro. That's the difference. He can leave to go fight, but he's trying to leave and be like, man, I see y'all in next year sometime. I'm trying to leave and I ain't coming back till March. They not doing that, bro. They not doing that. And he need to get it. He need to give that fight up. Go to the places he like in Maryland, train there, and then pop out come fight week. Or they might even let him leave the week before the fight or whatever. But he ain't gonna be able to go, at least not this first year, I bet. This first year of probation, man, he ain't finna be able to go be leaving 3 or 4 months at a time. He got to show them that he can follow their rules. Once you show them you can follow their rules and shit, then they get a little bit more lenient on you. You show them you can follow the rule. I'm sure they got him pissing in the cup or whatever. You have a whole year or two worth of drug tests come back, and you ain't popping dirty for nothing. Then that gives you goodwill to go ask for this over there. Go ask for that over there. But you asking for shit 1 month in, 2 months in, 3 months in, bro. They're not doing that, bro. They're not doing that shit. You can get that up.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Now, one more thing. Effie Ajaba. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, he was on the top ranked main event last night. Okay, of course, he did what he had to do. No doubt about it. Effie, he came in, moving, shaking and grooving, and shaking that groove thing. But still in all, he did what he had to do with the reach, the jab. I mean, the jab was like a man nonstop. He was pumping out that jab the first and second round. And the thing about it is, he overwhelmed on Goodall. Goodall was taking chances, and of course, he was getting his jab in on Ajaba. Ajaba leaned against the ropes, squared up, and got hit with a couple jabs in the head. But this is the thing I'm saying, is after the fight. Now, Big Zane was there. Big Zane was there. They interviewed him, and of course, he's older, but right now he can fight. And right now, Effie didn't call out nobody. He didn't call out nobody. He didn't want to mention nobody name right now. Now, I think Effie need to take on one of these good heavyweight prospects because he is getting better and bigger, and actually, I hate to say this, well, I do not hate to say it, but his hands are getting faster. His hands are getting faster. Yes, Nate, Zane do look like he's about 50, but Big Zane, he still can fight. All right, he still can let that left hand flow. He still got that brick left hand, and man, Zane got a couple
If
more
for
fights.
somebody, hey, FA ain't want to call him out, cause for somebody that's slow like FA, Zane hands is fast and they hurt.
Yes,
He a
yeah,
southpaw and that straight left and that right hook coming down. Shit, all right.
yeah,
He like, I'm good.
yeah. So that lost to Sanchez. I think he redeemed himself a little bit last night. Like someone said in the chat, I think that gave him a little more confidence. To win, more confidence. Hey, to keep, to build up his confidence, and I think that's good for any boxer.
I mean,
So
I like that you can see FA done worked on some shit. The jab looking good. He framing, timing people with uppercuts and shit. Now FA look good in the fight. He too slow and too easy to hit at the highest level, bro. Like it's gonna be guys that he fight against where they punch gonna get there first, and it's just nothing he can do about it, bro. So I thought it was a great performance. This is the dude that knocked out Steven Big Shot Shaw, so he got him under his belt. He's back in the knockout column because that's what about FA the fame. He was knocking shit out. He was stepping on shit, and then had a couple of lackluster decisions or whatever. So I think it's good that he was able to get back in the knockout column. But guys like the guy like that they wanted him to call out, the Zhang Li Zhang guy, I don't think FA can beat him. I just, I think FA is what he is. He's gonna be a top 10 to 15 heavyweight, and every time he steps up to one of them ones, I think there's a good chance of him losing because they have power like he does, but he got slow feet and he got slow hands, and that's just not gonna be a good recipe because he can't get out the way of shit. He really like even that dude, like FA beat him up, don't get me wrong, but even that dude was landing some good jabs and he hit him with a 1-2 and shit. Like it's a heavyweight FA will go against, bro. That dude Goodall wouldn't even be able to touch them. He wouldn't even be able to get a punch off on them. But he was able to get off on FA just a little bit. And to me, that's telling because his feet and his hands is just slow, man. But he got good timing and a very powerful jab, and he do some good things in the ring. So I'm looking forward to seeing him fight again, though, man.
Yes, sir. All right. You got anything else on knockout?
No, man. Free Tank, man.
Free Tank.
Yeah, free Tank.
From what? Free Tank from what?
Man, let him out, man. Let him out, man. Let him go where the sun is shining, man. Damn.
Okay.
Need him, man. Boxing need him, man. The judge, man. Come on, man.
Hey, like everybody say, he got a new hairstyle. He ready, man. He ready. Yes, sir.
Damn, bro. But y'all, man, everybody calm down. Tank gonna be fighting again soon. Al Heyman is depending on Tank for this new network deal. You best believe his ass is fighting soon.
Oh yeah.
He fighting soon. Don't let that shit. He just mad, y'all. He just upset. He just, he still. We forget sometimes he still is 28, which is basically like a kid to me and KQ. He's 28, man. He just, he just mad, man. He got all them millions, and all he can do is just be in Maryland, man. There's only so much shit you can do in Maryland, man. He trying to go spend, He trying to go spend some of them M's in the goddamn at the goddamn beach and shit, man. But nah, that's all I got, OG.
All right. I appreciate everybody coming in for the morning after show with me, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. We appreciate you all coming in. All right, on your way out, make sure y'all hit that like button, and make sure y'all hit Knockout Boxing Cash App. All right, show your love. All right, for the dedication. What you got going on, Knockout, for this week?
I'll be live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm sure this Tank conversation will come up. People gonna overreact to it. I may drop a video on it today, so y'all be sure to check that out if I'm able to do that. Other than that, man, I'll be back live on Sunday too with KQKC Boxing Network at 9 a.m. But I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. And stay on the community page because Shakur Stevenson is fighting the next Thursday. So I gotta talk to KQ. If he's calling the fight, I probably won't be live that night if he's calling the fight because I don't want to be live at the same time. So y'all stay tuned to know if my schedule changes because the following week I may have to do like a live on a Tuesday or a live on a Friday or something. Just to make up for missing a Thursday because I want to watch the Shakur
right.
fight.
It's on a Thursday. That's right.
Yeah, so it's on a Thursday. So if it's on Thursday night, I'm gonna be watching the fight. And you might be calling it, so I'm probably not going. I'm not gonna go live while you live. So I might just do like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that week or something. But I'll keep everybody posted. But I'm not gonna be stepping on OG toes. If he calling that Shakur fight, I will not be live. Just let y'all know that right now. But other than that, man, that's all I got, bro. I'll see y'all soon and all of that.
Okay, appreciate it. Now, keep in mind, y'all, if anybody want to debate anything, any conversation of boxing, anything, any great thoughts or great fights, all right, do it right here on Knockout Boxing 86 TV channel, all right? Make sure y'all hit this email, all right? At yahoo.com right there, right beneath his name.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Or you can just pull up. You could just pull up, you know what I mean? Whatever y'all want to do, you could just pull up and hit the link. We duck no fades. You know?
Yes, hit the link. So, cause we'd love to see some more debates going on right now. Okay, so don't be hating on that young man here, OG. I ain't hating on him. I had look. This what braids do to your hair, right? Look what it did to mine. So, right, this what braids do.
Damn, braids messed you up. God damn.
I just joking. Everybody have a good Sunday. All right.
Have a good Sunday. See y'all soon. All right, OG. Peace out, man.
All right. Peace out. Everybody have a good one. Peace. I'm out of here. All right.